Today I want to talk about trusting God. That is a hard road, or at least it was for me. Learning to trust God. Um, I don't, I don't have a magic formula. I just know what the Bible says. It says fear is the beginning of wisdom. Fearing God is the beginning of wisdom. So if you fear God, then you also love God. And most people don't understand what it means to fear. I'm still learning myself. But I do know this. All throughout the Bible, the God makes promises and he delivers on them. He doesn't ever recant on his promises or not follow through. Now, he does delay, he can do that, but he's a God of love, and it's impossible for him to lie, to sin. That's one thing that God cannot do. He can't sin. He's a holy God. He's sovereign, and he knows uh, our lives. Before we're even formed in the belly, Jeremiah chapter 1. Before we're even formed in the belly, he knows us. So I believe in predestination. I believe that God has set before us a plan in his mind, the way he wants us to go. And of course, like I said before, he does give us free will. He does give us a choice. Now, why would God do that? Well, if you're a parent, you know that before you got pregnant with that child, and I say that's because, men are just as responsible as we are. You know, it's half their DNA. So they also have in mind what they want for their kids. But when you get pregnant with that child, you imagine that child growing up, going to college maybe, being successful, giving you grandkids one day, meeting a partner and being successful in the relationships. We have that in our heads when we're pregnant or before we get pregnant, if the pregnancy is planned. But even before then, somewhere along the line, you thought, well, maybe one day if I have kids, this is what's going to happen with my kid. But as you raise your kid, you learn that that child has their own mind, their own thoughts, and their own personality to make and form their own opinion. Now, I raised my kids to question authority. Why would I do that? Because not all authority is good for you. Not all authority is meant for your well-being. Not all rules are good for you. So I raised them to question. A lot of adults find that disrespectful. Is it? If the adult is disrespecting the child, isn't the child supposed to stand up for themselves? I don't want them to feel like they have to take bullying. They don't have to take that. They don't have to take whatever. But I learned as being a parent that my child has free will. And that's what God gave to his children, free will. So we have the ability to choose God, to give him our love, to choose. That's my soap offers today.